Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, as well as career and finances. You'll find the link to my Patreon listed down in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? I'm seeing a prophetic vision of, you see, like a transparent container, bottle, jar, like could be any of those things really, but there is something in a transparent object, right, that has been placed in there, and this has to do with the fluidity of someone's sexual nature. It's like whatever is being placed on this transparent object is meant to stay in there for a duration of time. Let's say they timestamp the time that it's meant to be in there, 4 to 5 months. And in 4 to 5 months, whilst it's in there, it's like the purpose and the aim of it being there in the first place is meant to deplete someone else's sexual fluidity. Like, and this is a woman doing this to another woman or another man. Take it how it resonates as you watching, right? It's like if it's a man, if this woman's doing it to a man, this man is not meant to be aroused by anyone else or by anything else except them. And if it's a woman that this woman is doing this to, this woman is meant to lose her sexual pleasure. All right, having no desire to sleep with anyone because there is no pleasure that is going to come out of it. That's what was meant to happen to someone here because of another person's doing. Someone is doing this to you here. This is something that's always renewed, right? It's not just, okay, 4 to 5 months and then like that's it. It's like this person always renews it. They put new things in that transparent object, like on top of what's already in there. And whatever is already in there is something really, it's like a human, it's human matter. So it's like feces or finger clip nails, breast milk. Like it's like, mm, yeah. Let's see what's going on with this energy. That's what I channeled. That's the prophetic vision that came through. Yeah. We have the Ace of Cups. Someone's sexual nature, sexual fluidity was meant to be tarnished. Like you weren't, it's like if this had worked on you, this was something that was meant to put you in a position that is very compromising based on your sexual health. You weren't somebody that's meant to be having any sexual intercourse or enjoying having sexual intercourse at all because of the way it was going to be experienced, right? This is definitely somebody here that this bottle thing and putting things in it, human matter, is a ritual. All right? It's a ritual that has been done on your sexual organs, right? Or organ. This woman didn't want you to have any sexual experience or a sexual partner, okay? You were meant to be forced into some form of celibacy or forced into a position where for years you don't feel anything down there. Okay, this is what this woman paid for to get this done based on a ritual here. Okay, this woman here, she was committed to doing this, and it's something she's been doing for a while, a long time. All right. We have the Tower reversed. This is definitely something that is backfiring, okay? I'm getting you weren't touched by this ritual that someone has been trying to do. You weren't touched at all. It has backfired on this person here. We have double Scorpio energy. We have Pisces and Cancer energy as well. This has definitely backfired on someone here. Everything they paid for to do this and every human matter they put in that jar, container, object, transparent, because bless me, it's definitely has to do with human matter, right? Urine also went into that. You know, I'm seeing it. Like that's the prophetic vision that I keep seeing, and I keep seeing also because this person has to constantly upgrade it because this is something that was meant to be a chronic thing, a prolonged thing. You were always meant to be in this energy for years, not having anything going on for you down there to a point where you feel like something's wrong with you, but you go to the doctor or you go to the gynecologist, they tell you, no, everything is fine. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing going on, but you don't see what's going on because it's an incurable spiritual disease that was meant to be placed on you by this ritual that was done on your sexual organs that is now backfiring on this woman that did it. This is a lot, all right? It's like even if, let's say, you see, I don't know, you want to get aroused, right? You wouldn't be able to, right? Masculine or feminine, feminine or masculine watching me, right? Even if you were in a position where somebody was throwing it back or somebody was just trying to get it in, it was not meant to be a pleasurable experience for you because you weren't going to be able to engage in that. Like someone wanted your sexual life to be non-existent. Someone didn't want you having sex here. This woman, okay? The two narratives are as follows. The first narrative is this woman could be doing this to you being just a single woman, a single man, or this woman could be doing this to a couple, All right, two people that are together, a man and a woman. Take it how it resonates. And this could be past or present, right? We have the Eight of Wands and the Three of Wands. We have Sagittarius, double Sagittarius energy here. So this was a strong ritual here because it was like, I mean, human feces, toenails, uh, nails, eyelashes, like, it's like, what's crazy about this is that it's like, it's not your human matter that was used. It's this woman's human matter. She was doing the ritual and she sacrificed herself to do it. She was the sacrifice in order for that to happen to you. That's what I'm seeing here. And the prophetic vision keeps coming through to the point where, like, I am seeing this woman. I'm seeing her writing down what she wants you to experience. It's like, if she, let's say for instance, you know, I want her sex life to not be fun, or I want her to have no pleasure, or I want him to not be aroused by anybody but me, or I want him to not experience any sexual engagement. The only time he must get aroused is if he thinks of me. Like, that's some crazy stuff going on here. So this woman was putting all her, like even her tears, like went into this jar, like opening it. Her and this ritualist that she went to, it's either she has a ritualist or it's either she, okay, this ritualist is either keeping this jar or she's keeping it. Like, she takes it and she wraps it and goes to this ritualist and they continue to upgrade it and put more things, and then she goes back home and she chucks it somewhere under her bed, inside a pile of clothes, or so it's either it stays at the ritualist's shed or his altar where he does all these things, or she, right? The ritualist could be a masculine or a feminine, a high priestess, a dark high priestess, a dark hierophant, or this woman could be instructed to have to take it to her place of rest. This thing. The way in which this is backfiring, like, you can imagine, what I'm saying? It's not something that, oh, it's visible. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you are not going through it, they are. But because it's an adverse effect, you must imagine a return to sender type of energy where it doesn't return the way it's sent. It returns with interest. So if it was sent to do something, when it returns, it's going to return to do that something to the person that sent it, but also do much worse. All right, it's like backlash. That's why return to sender is important. That's why that evil eye that you wear or you see or you've once owned, like, that's not something small. You know what I'm saying? Because you are protecting yourself from something here. All right. So God is saying, like, you are the reason people get guided to get certain things and wear them, or what I'm saying, people get guided to do return to sender in terms of prayer, or in terms of lighting up an herb, maybe sage, mugwort, blood orange sage, you know what I'm saying, things like that. You will know. But the reason that people are guided to do that is because there is a force that was meant to attack them that needs to be returned. And when it returns, because it doesn't just return on its own, it's sent back based on the return to sender energy. it comes to whip that ass. It returns in punishment. Okay? You get it? So that's why doing these things, it's a risk. It's what a sacrifice, because the outcome could be that there's favor, you win, or it comes back and you regret it. All right? Because when it does come back, it comes back to tear you apart. The same thing it was meant to do to that person, but worse. And the crazy thing is that when it does return, you don't know exactly how it's going to do what it's going to do, but it's going to happen anyway. This cannot be stopped here with the Seven of Wands. This return to sender that is hitting this person, it cannot be prevented. They are going through this. Okay, they're going to have to experience this. Whether they like it or not, whether they try to do something about it or not. It was a sacrifice for them to do this, and now they have to pay the price or pay the piper. So if it's a woman doing this to a woman, right? If that's your narrative as you watching, this woman wanted you. It's like the reason they were doing this is they're doing this is because they never wanted you to have something or someone, or either they didn't want you to have something going on for yourself, or they didn't want you to be somebody that is proud of your own womanhood. Like they wanted you to walk around ashamed, like something is wrong with you. Can you imagine? It's like having unfortunately, it's just the reality of it. People contract STIs, HIV, and they live with it. And it takes a lot for someone to have courage even when they have that going on, right? It destroys that part of who you are, and it's a cloak. And that's the thing. This woman wanted you to carry around the cloak around your womanhood, feeling ashamed, feeling embarrassed, humiliated about what you have or who you are in terms of a woman. Like you can't even, like all of these things. And if it's a woman doing this to a man, you as the person watching, if that's your narrative, then this woman never, it's like they wanted to keep you stuck and trapped under them, under a spell they wanted you to be on, that was meant to put you in a certain place in your life where you can't have any sexual intercourse, sexual engagement. You can't be aroused by anyone other than them. Their touch was meant to arouse you. Their presence was meant to put you in that mood. Even if you have an attraction to someone else, you weren't going to be able to engage with them sexually, because it was not going to, they weren't, the spell was meant to put you under that trance of you weren't able to do it with anyone else except them. This woman wanted you wrapped around her finger. She wanted you to be her lapdog. She wanted you to be somebody that, she can put to your knees and make you do whatever, because you long for that sexual engagement. And the sad thing is that you can't have it with who you want to have it with. You're forced to have it with her. So it's like rape, spiritual rape. What do you think this is, guys? We have the Two of Cups. So I am seeing, okay, we have the Two of Cups to the Hangman to the Page of Wands, right? We have the Six of Pentacles to the Six of Swords reversed, right? So the way this backlash is, the way this return to sender is being experienced by this woman here, is like something's very wrong with her down there. Something's wrong with her in general. Her mind ain't right. But we talking about what she's experiencing in terms of the backfire, right? The return to sender, right? the backlash. This woman is going through something that she's hiding from everybody, even to herself. It's like, it's crazy. She's ashamed. She's ashamed. If she did this to you as a man, she now, when she has to engage with anyone sexually, she has to think of you for her to be aroused, for her to have something going on down there. And if this is a woman that did this to another woman, you as the woman watching, it's like this woman down there, for her to feel worthy of a man's engagement with sexual intercourse, or a woman's engagement, whatever her sexuality is, for her to feel, when you have for her to get in the mood of like, I'm about to take this man down, or you know what I'm saying, I'm about to show them who I'm about, or it's like, how sex is like, engaging with a person and kind of like experiencing them and them experiencing you. So the experience of this woman from the man's perspective, right? She now has to, for her to feel powerful, she has to envision you. This is just cringe and creepy, but and in general, right? This woman's pH balance is completely, when I say utterly tarnished. There is no balance, is what I'm seeing here. It's like she got to put a whole lot of fragrance down there. She got to sit with her legs tight, because if she just open them just a little bit, the stench, it stinks. Remember now, that jar, that container, that object that put all those things in there, her things, she made a sacrifice, guys. I'm seeing her. When she showers, she's scrubbing with this, and she don't realize it's making everything worse, because it's not a curable thing where she can just go to a gyno and say, this is what I'm dealing with down there, and they give her these pills or these antibiotics or this, that. It's a spiritual thing. She can drink all the antibiotics she wants. She can book any gynecologist appointment that she wants. It won't go away, because it's not based on that. It's a spiritual effect. It's like a disorder. No one has found a cure to disorders yet. So whatever this woman, it's like a disorder. It's like she has to live with it. Like, this is like chronic and lifelong here. Yeah, I feel like this woman has gone to the point in her life where there is no peace in her mind, in her heart, in her spirit. It's just always paranoia, worry, anxiety. It's just always negativity going on in those aspects of her identity, her mind, her spirit, her heart. Her thoughts are filled with negativity. Her mind is filled with negativity. Her heart is filled with negativity. Her emotions are filled with negativity. Her spirit is drenched in it too. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. But it's karma, all right? It's judgment. And she knows that. She was told, so of course she knows. Okay, this woman is very embarrassed, very ashamed, very humiliated. Okay, that's part of the backlash, the backfire, the back to sender. Okay, she's very much in a sunken place, unable to be her real self. Okay, because this is a woman here that, to her, having good sexual energy is everything. So you see how also this is going for her. Like, you can imagine the situation she's in. She feels like having sexual energy that is elite is everything. Everyone gonna want her. Everyone this, everything that. She gets her way. She does this. But what is happening right now is like this woman can't even look at herself in the mirror without just bursting out in tears here. She's so humiliated. She's so embarrassed. She's so ashamed. She can't even have that same energy she used to carry when it comes to sex. Because she knows what's going on down there. And it's driving this woman crazy, crazier, to say the least. To look at you and have to see how protected you are from everything. Because she knows what she did. It's driving this woman crazy. It's driving her nuts when she looks at you and she sees that nothing has happened to you. You're okay, you're fine. Like, this is not like, you know how not every time everyone in general, we don't smell good down there every time. Like, there's those hot days, there's those days where there's just real life human based things, right? And it's like, this is not that. This is like a odor, a stench that never goes away, something that's so potent that, like, if you just like it's like, yeah. We got the Four of Pentacles. So this woman here, she's thought about like a way to break this spell, a way to release herself of this ritual here. All right. Even if she could open up that jar and throw it in the middle of nowhere, whatever is inside, the components of the inside, it won't make this go away. So, she gets told by this ritualist that, they really told her that, you are in a very messed up place right now. And this ritualist keeps saying, like, yo, I told you, you know what I'm saying? I told you that this would happen if this doesn't work on this person. So this woman is not mad at the ritualist because she was told, right, that if this doesn't work, this is the consequence. She just wants to find a way to reverse everything. She just wants to find a way to take herself, it's like to put herself in a different position with this. She doesn't want to go through this, right? And she was told by the ritualist that a way to do it is to connect with you. She was told, like, if you can get yourself to connect with this person, and it's like not like, oh, sleeping with them, obviously. It's like connecting with you in a way of like bonding, friendship, conversation. Like, her being in your presence could release this energy off of you, right? It's like her being in your presence, she could take that essence that she now carries because of the backlash, the backfire, return to sender, and she could easily just return it to you just by being in your presence, being in your energy. That's what connecting with you means. Like, this ritual is told this person, like, if you can find a way to get into this person's energy, even if it's like, even if she gets into your energy and and you don't treat her well, or you put her down, or it's like if she's in your energy, there's a possibility this could be reversed. And this is the only way that this ritualist put it. He or she, right? The dark hierophant, the dark high priestess told this woman, like, yo, if you really want this to, to be reversed, you're gonna find a way to get into this person's energy. And you can get into the energy with drama, because it'll be more, the backlash, the backfire, the return to sender will be amplified, and this will be the least of your worries. Like, she literally was told this. Like, there's some serious things going on here. So this woman has been, since that day, since she was told that the reversal could take place if she gets into your energy, and she connects with you somehow. Slowly but surely, this will wear off of her, and it'll be in your energy, because you have her in your energy. She's been trying to figure out how to do that, right? Because she can't come through with drama. Like, this woman, whoever the dark ritualist is, the dark hierophant, dark high priestess, told this woman, like, yo, you have to come in peace. You have to be as stable of a person as possible. You have to engage with this person in a very, very calm state. Because if you don't, and if you trigger them, if you approach them in the wrong way, you will experience more than what you are going through. So this woman is very, 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 very scared, right? And she's trying not to be in that energy. She's just trying to figure out a strategic plan to get into your energy, so that she can just stop and get rid of this. Also, the ritualist said, like, it's not just to get into your energy, to connect with you. She has to take something from you. Either a hair strand, okay, a utensil that you've used, a straw, a spoon, teaspoon, you get the picture, a used tissue. She has to take something of yours and put it in that jar, and everything will go back to you. Everything that is on her will be placed on you. So if this woman manages to get into your energy, or she manages to get into your energy, to get close enough to excuse me, y'all, because she needs to get close enough for you to allow her into a space where, like, she can easily just grab a hair strand or something that belongs to you here, beloved. If she can get clothing, she's hit the jackpot. That's what she's being told. If she can get any pubic hair, armpit shape, like, she's hitting the jackpot. So, yep. So be mindful. Keep your energy protected from this person. Don't even look their way, because you have somebody here that's going to try and get into your energy. She's definitely going to try. It's either she's going to come in and throw herself at your dire feet like a beggar, and tell you how much this and that and this. Like, she's going to, because she can't come through with negativity. She's going to try and be as loving as possible, but the only love she knows is to fake the love. So she's going to come through and tell you anything that you want to hear, or act in a way that she feels will gain your sympathy. Okay? Be mindful. But that's not why she's coming towards you. She could care less. She's just worried about her own damn selfish self. Yeah, this woman here, something it keeps, that's the thing. That's why it's like she's so agitated, because she keeps experiencing this in her reality, the backfire, the backlash, the return to sender. It keeps festering inside of her. And the more time she spends without being in your energy, the worse of this will get, to the point where it'll do a complete full circle energy, and she will have to live with it like forever type shit until she gets to the point where it is broken off. And that is however long she wanted it to be placed on you, it's going to be added on with interest by the universal law and by whatever this force and spirit she sent your way is. If it decides to stay lifelong chronic, it's going to stay lifelong and chronic. If it decides to lift after yours, you know what I'm saying, then it'll lift after yours. But this is not a weekly, monthly, day thing. It's a year's thing or forever chronic thing, lifelong. So damned if she does, damned if she don't. This woman here, she's thinking of strategic ways to get into your energy and show you a different side of her and get you to drop your guard and get you to look at her in a different way. She's trying to manipulate your perspective of her so that she may be able to see a way in to your reality. Yeah, Seven of Swords. She's coming through with all these clever little ways that she thinks she can do this. Oh, I can talk to you and tell you that I'm nothing and I'm sorry, and you know what I'm saying, I'm this. Like this woman, like I'm literally seeing somebody at your feet just like kneeling down and like looking and looking at your feet and looking at you and crying, and like literally somebody that's maybe throwing themselves on the floor, like on the ground, and just laying and just like crying at the front of your gate or at the front of your something here. Somebody is literally losing it. They've gone ballistic. It isn't anything outside of that. Someone ain't right. They don't want to go through karma. They want to do. It's no longer about, oh, I really want this person to go through this, that's why I'm doing this ritual. It's just about, yo, I don't want to go through this. I don't. So they need to take it. I don't want to go through this. This woman is no longer about the desire she had to put you in a certain circumstance when it comes to your sexual nature, your sexual health. She no longer cares about that. It's now just about the fact that she does not want to go through something here. So she would do anything to put you in the position that she's in. She doesn't want to smell whatever this is. She's in her mind, she's like, this is temporary. This is temporary. She's telling herself, it's temporary. It's temporary. I'm gonna get away. I'm gonna fight it. Like this is just, yeah. I need to tap out of this, y'all. So be mindful, okay? If somebody comes through with a sob story, they acting real sweet. They this, they that. They buying you this to say sorry. They standing like, yo, you are just a means to an end. You're a resource, a tool, a weapon, and somebody's just wanting to, you know, make sure that they get what they want out of the situation. And they don't even care now about why they did it in the first place. Now it's just about like, yo, I don't want to go through this. So I'm being called to end this message here. This was your message from Ra, God, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, as well as career and finances. You'll find the link to my Patreon listed down in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.